It's showing live streaming, Saroj.
Yes, ma'am. Streaming has started, ma'am.
Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Live
Okay,
streaming
ma'am.
has
I'll just
started.
share the link through WhatsApp now, ma'am.
Okay, mama.
Yes,
And make you are there as a host, no?
Yes,
Just
ma'am.
make Divya, Rashmi Devi, and Supraja as co-host, ma.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Divya and Rashmi. That's it, no, ma'am?
Supraja.
Supraja. Okay, ma'am. All three have been made as co-host, ma'am.
Okay, ma. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Me too, da. Me too. For muting all.
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Saroj, make me host, ma.
Ma'am, if I reclaim the host to you, I think streaming option will be unable for me, ma'am.
No, not like that. On the day, Geja did like that.
I'll try, ma'am. I'll try now, ma'am.
Okay.
Co-host பண்ணிருங்கப்பா உங்களை.
Okay, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So recording I will do here. A very good afternoon to all.
Good afternoon, madam.
Welcome, sir, for this webinar. Thanks a lot for accepting.
Thank you for inviting me, madam.
Yes. Divya, we can start the program. Divya. Supraja, you can start now.
Thank you, ma'am. Warm greetings from Sri Karnayaka Parameshwari Arts and Science College for Women. I, Supraja SP of First MSc, feel proud to welcome everyone for joining with us for the webinar on Building an Innovation and Product Fit for the Market, which is jointly organized by Internal Quality Assurance Cell and Innovation Institution Council of SKP College. Every day is a surprise and every sunrise is a challenge and each day gift. To give the first fruit of the day to Lord is one of the most valuable ways to show our love to God. With these sentiments in mind, let us invoke Jai Vasavi's blessings on all of us through a prayer song recited by Sri Vashi.
The audio is not clear. I couldn't hear the audio, ma'am.
Hരീశ్వరి పరమేశ్వరి కామితాంతములిచ్చి బ్రోమము కన్యక పరమేశ్వరి దేవదేవి మహేశ్వరి జగదీశ్వరి భువనేశ్వరి కావవే మము ఎల్ల వేళల కన్యక वैश्यवंशयशोभिवर्धिनि कन्यका परमेश्वरी श्रीमहेश्वरी वासवी नहरेश्वरी परमेश्वरी कामितार्थमुलिच्छि ब्रोममु कन्यका परमेश्वरी कन्यका परमेश्वरी कन्यका परमेश्वरी.
Thank you, Srivashni, for invoking God's blessings on all of us. Welcoming is one of the noblest acts for any function. By welcoming, we make the resource person feel home amidst us. May we request Ms. Divya to honor a resource person with a welcome address.
Very good afternoon, one and all gathered over here. It's pleasure to start this auspicious occasion by heartily welcoming everybody. Stars shine at night, some stars shine at bright daylight. It's our pleasure to welcome such star, honorable resource person, Mr. Rajakumar, MBA, IIM Bangalore, Program Manager of E-Commerce, Sales Funnels and Active Strategy at GMM Co Limited, Chennai. I welcome you, sir. I warmly and respectfully welcome our honorable correspondent, Sri Kubilam Ramesh sir, our beloved principal, Dr. Sri Mohanasti ma'am, our vice principal, Dr. P.B. Vanitha ma'am, and academic vice president, Dr. M.V. Napinai ma'am, and I welcome program coordinator, HOD, Dr. V. Meena ma'am, SKPC IIC president, vice president, convener, and the participants. Once again, I welcome you all for this webinar. Thank you all.
Thank you, Divya, for your kind words of welcome that will make our guest feel home at here. Now, I would love to call upon our eminent personality, Dr. V. Meena ma'am, the IIC Startup Coordinator, to introduce our resource person and felicitate.
Thank you, Supraja. Now I take immense pleasure to introduce our today's eminent resource person, Mr. Rajakumar. He holds an MBA from the Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore. He is an engineering undergraduate from College of Engineering, Gindi, Anna University, Chennai. He is a management professional with experience across automobile, machinery, consumer durables, and cement industries. He has worked in areas of marketing, strategy, market research, category management, digital field, customer engagement, and service operations across these industries. Currently, he is program manager of e-commerce, sales funnel, and strategy at Jimco Limited, Chennai. He handles multiple projects relating to new product launches, process improvements, and governance. Welcome you, sir, once again. Main thing of this webinar objective is to empower the entrepreneurs in identifying the steps to build a successful innovative ventures, thus gauge interest in product fit to customers and market. Main objective is to train the innovators to make the consumers seek interest towards their product. Its intent is to convert their ideas to commodity or product, thus establishing this market. So students are very eager to hear you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Dr. Meena. It's a pleasure to be part of this program. So I've been invited for speaking to the young upcoming entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs from SKPC. So it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for extending this invite. So I hope this session is planned to be a little bit interactive. Is that acceptable? Can I ask questions? Can they ask me questions? Is it allowed?
Yes, sir. Yes, of course.
Okay.
They are also ready with some doubts because they are the young and very starting stage. So
yeah, I understand. So the session will be primarily on what innovation is. So you are part of the Innovation Council. So we'll check we'll understand what innovation is. What are the different types of innovation? How the innovation can be used in your business, whatever business that you're doing. What are the steps or what are the different types of innovations you can bring into your business so that you can grow your business. This is what we'll be covering. And after that, there will be a separate topic that we'll discuss, finding the right product and market fit. So there is a market A, and then for market A, you are bringing in your product B. So how do you bring in the right product? So I cannot go and sell Thai sadam in London, right? So London is not the right market for selling curd rice. So we have to find the right market for the right product. So that is what we'll be covering. So I'll generally run you through the major frameworks, major talking points, and in that we will go into examples of how to use your own ideas. Let's say we are starting a cloud kitchen. I'll cook from my home, I'll pack it up, I'll send it out to Swiggy, and people can buy it from me. So that is also an idea. There can be an e-commerce idea. So all those ideas, we will see how we can apply these concepts to build your own business. So all of us, I'll just run you through businesses which can run from home so that it is easier during this pandemic time. So even if you're free at your home, if you have some extra time, you can try out these businesses. I will start
Yes, of
presenting.
course, thanks a lot, because this is the concept we expected. Really, in a crisp way, you have explained this, sir.
Yeah, yeah, no problem, madam. So yeah, is this okay? And thank you for having me once again. I'll start presenting. Is it okay?
Saroj, make sir as co-host for sharing any.
Still don't have the privileges of the host, I guess.
Oh, 1 second, sir. We will do it.
Okay, so let them give me the privilege. Meanwhile, so I saw a lot of sessions by other people. So how have these sessions been for the young women here? Were they useful? Are you trying to use it in your life now? If not now, maybe after a few years also. Anybody can answer. Supraja, Divya. I mean, only 2 people I know. Anybody else is also welcome to answer. Yeah.
Of course,
Praja,
sir,
you may ask.
that is very useful. And yes, ma'am. These kind of workshops are really useful for me, sir, because I am planning to start on a business. So I am very keen on towards these workshops.
Good to hear, Supraja. Thanks for that. I'm hoping that everybody here is wanting to do something with a startup. They want to start their own business, small business, big business, that doesn't matter. But if you still have that urge to start something new, this session will help you out. Madam, I don't have the credentials to share. Host disabled participant screen sharing.
Yes, sir. 1 second. Soon we'll do this. Kavita, try on yourself whether you can able to make sir as co-host.
Meena, only the host can do, I think, Meena.
Yes, ma'am. Saroj, she has to do, but
Okay. Let them set out the backend technical stuff. So we'll start talking. I hope we can have a little bit of vernacular conversations, if that is okay. Can I just mix up a little bit of Tamil here and there, if that's okay with everybody in the call? If not, I'll continue with English.
Yes, sir, it's fine, sir.
Okay. Okay, I'll try to mix up a little bit of Tamil here and there just to make sure that everybody gets it here and there. It's not a lot of Tamil, but a little bit of Tamil. So here goes. Innovation. What is innovation? Innovation is something that is you're just trying to make a very small, tiny change or a very big, drastic change to something that is already happening. Let's assume that there is a bottle, and every year throughout the years, 100 years ago, For thousands of years, they've been using a bottle which has only one opening. So why can't there be an innovation? Any innovation can be, it can change from having a, let's say, a single opening bottle, a bottle with one opening, we can have it as two openings. Why is it not happening? So that is also innovation. It can happen, but there are only certain ways in which innovation can happen, because innovation without the right market will die. Okay, so you have to find the innovation that is going to suit your market. That is what we will cover. So you get an idea there is a problem in the market. So as any startup, what you do, you go and find out problems. Yabba Chennai rombo soodu. So soodu in Chennai is like a problem that is faced by everybody in the market. So that is a general problem. And then how do you solve it? So current solutions, they range from having electric fans. You can have your ceiling fans, table fans, and then after that, a little bit more money, you can buy air coolers, tall tower fans, all that you can buy. And beyond that, the highest thing that you can buy is the air conditioner, for currently available for controlling the climate, the weather within your room. So air conditioner is a solution for the problem of hot weather. So that is how we try to match. And what is the market for me in this hot weather? So hot weather is something that is prevalent across all of India. So any time of the year, except for the winter months. So other periods of the year, you will have moderate to high temperatures in India, which is why AC market is on a boom in India. AC market, fan market, you will not have such market booms in the westernized countries, where when they are above a certain latitude, rombo chilla irukum, they will not need any AC. So that is something that you will have to think. And then what goes up is, I will start with innovation. So innovation, I've told you that there is a lot of small changes or maybe drastic changes in the existing process or existing product or service. So assume that, very simple, I will just tell you a very simple thing. Assume there is a candle business. Okay. So candle business, assume that you are in 1,000 years ago. 1,000 years ago, you are making candles. So what is candles used for? Your candles are used for giving light in the darkness. That is what you use your candles for. So if you are a person who is selling candles, you have a good market. You can become a rich person because you are a person who is solving a very particular problem.
Sir, kindly try now, sir. Now it's available.
Now it's available, madam. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, then I'll just go into the formal presentation, and meanwhile through the presentation I'll try to give you out examples in the contemporary world, what's happening, IPO, what is happening in the US, what is happening in India, what new products are coming up. So this is what we'll focus. I'm just putting my screen on, I don't know if this is shared. Is my screen visible?
Yes, visible, sir.
I put it on slideshow mode. Is my slideshow visible?
Yes, slideshow visible.
Okay. So yeah, we'll formally go into the discussions here. So this is a presentation for Sri Kanyaka Parameshwari Arts and Science College for Women and the institution's Innovation Council and the Quality Council. Thank you for inviting me. I am Rajakumar. Few things about me before we go into I am currently a program manager with Jumco Limited, part of the CK Birla Group. And then, in terms of education, I passed out with an MBA from IIM Bangalore, and I do have a BE degree from College of Engineering in Chennai. In terms of experience, why I think you should listen to me is because we've worked across multiple industries, at least 5-6 industries. I've worked across automobile, cement industry. I've worked in the fan industry, so something called the consumer durable appliances industry. And then I've also worked, right now I'm working in the machinery industry. So it's a very diverse, different industries. You get to meet different people. You get to see different products. And by seeing those products, you'll be able to assess the market. So that is the skill that is very useful in the current scenario. It will always be useful. And that skill is something that you people will also start to pick up when you start doing your own business, or when you start doing whatever you like in life. So whenever you become an expert, or even if you start learning something, you will start be able to guess what's happening, what is the market about, what the customer is thinking. All that is what is helping you build your own entrepreneurial journey. You will become a startup owner, or you start your own business. That is what. So you can, in terms of reaching me out, you can reach me in my LinkedIn profile. I am pretty active on LinkedIn. You can search for Rajakumar Satyamurthy. My URL is yes Rajakumar. That is what you will get. Going forward. Okay, now the presentation starts. Sir, what is innovation, sir? What is innovation, madam? Tell me. If you ask anybody, they'll be like, there are diverse definitions. There is no single definition. This is innovation and nothing else is innovation. There's no such thing as that. So you start with innovation. What is, it's just a practical change you make. You just sleep overnight and then suddenly you get an idea. And then that idea is trying to change a product or service, or it changes the entire industry. All that is innovation. It does not need to be like big bang. Okay, it can be very small, very tiny. You change the way you present your the way, if you're a restaurant owner, if you change the way that you're presenting your food, instead of putting curry leaves on the food, you put curry leaves as masala, curry leaves masala, you put it in the food, and that changes the taste of the food. That is an innovation. Nobody else is doing, or even if somebody else is doing, you are the first one to do it in your context, in your business, in your geographic location. So all that is anybody. So it's not like innovation a period word, nobody can do it, only great minds who think alike can do it. It's not like that. Anybody can do it. You can do it, I can do it. You sitting at home, maybe making a small drawing that is different from what has ever been done or what has been done in your areas, is innovation. Okay, so don't think that innovation is not for you. Innovation is for everyone. Anybody can do innovation. Even the smallest, tiniest change is innovation. And so what different types of innovations are there? So scale, that if there's a scale, there is a scale of like changing only 1 centimeter of the product is being changed. That's a very small change. That is a different type of innovation. So if you're changing something and the product itself is like a big product, becomes a big product, it becomes a very different innovation. Multiple types of innovation are there which are being tracked. There is in terms of management education, innovation is being studied from the 1960s, 70s, because large companies, very, very large companies, General Electric, all these companies, they are not able to sustain their leadership over a varied period of time. Assume over 2 decades or 20 years, 30 years, will they be able to stay as the same relevant large company for so many number of years? Very few companies have done that. Why? One of the differences that these companies do is they try to make innovation a part of their process, the part of their company culture. So that is what they do. That is why innovation is important. Important for not only me, it is important for your society. Entire society will work and thrive in innovation. We'll go to the next slide. This is a short gist of what innovation and how it is important for us. So in terms of innovation, there are different types of innovation. So this is again defined by a few management gurus out of USA. They just defined this because they were the first people to start studying all that. So there is the first type of innovation called the incremental innovation. What is an incremental innovation? Assume you have okay, I have my water bottle here. Okay, earlier bottles used to be having only this kind of screw caps. I open it, I drink from this, and then I close this. So this is a regular innovation. This is what something that has been there for 20 years. Ever since I was a kid, this is the way the bottle was. Shape will be different. It will be long bottle, short bottle. It will be in iron, metal bottle will be there, copper bottle will be there, but overall functionality will be same. Always you screw it out, drink it, and then close it. Cap culti, cap potu kudikirom. So that is what we do. But now see this is innovation. So this is an incremental innovation, not a big change. Periya change kadayadu. So bottle shape, structure, the purpose of the bottle remains the same. But what it does is it adds a feature. So A abingiradha bottle nechukongla. It is a plus bottle, a bottle with a flip cap. So this flip cap is a new innovation. This is incremental innovation. Yaro pudusa, they have something that is used. Something they have thought about, and then something that people have thought about and brought it out. So this is an incremental innovation. Existing product mala, you add one more feature, one more feature, and then it becomes a new innovation. So that is that. So for mobile phones, if we take mobile phones, then what becomes is maybe in 2008 to 2010, 2015 and all, you had mobile phones with small screen size, 4-inch, 4.5-inch. And right now, even the smallest mobiles, they're like 5-inch, 6-inch. 6-inch is like the standard screen size these days. 5.5 to 6-inch, 6.5 is the standard screen size. So that is incremental innovation, where they have not changed anything related to the product, but they have only made certain features larger. That is required by the market. Nothing. And please bear in mind, everything is market. Market kekkradha everybody will do. Any businessman will only and always should do only what the market wants. You do something else that the market does not want, you might not succeed, because market the product will not sell. Without sales, you will make losses, and with that, businesses are very difficult to run without the profits. So after incremental innovation, next is called the sustaining innovation. So what is sustaining innovation, sir? Okay, sustaining innovation, when you say maybe a product A, again, I'll just show you this. I'll just change this to. So this is product A, and product A has the option. I mean, it doesn't have the option. Through innovation, they are going to make a product A as A plus A plus a small a. So this is a product, let's say, for example, is a premium smartphone. I am using a smartphone, which is 15,000 rupees. And there is somebody else out there who is using an iPhone. So what is the difference? That iPhone also makes the same call, basic mobile phone also makes the same call, smartphone also makes the same phone calls. So what is the difference? Why is there this thing? So what the difference is that there are certain groups of customers who want a better option in the same product. So for such customers, what you will do is, within the same market, within the same product, you try to make it so better that it feels like a ultra new innovation. It becomes like an iPhone. When iPhone was launched around 2008, nobody else was there in the market for a smartphone. iPhone was the only smartphone. There were a few smartphones from Nokia and Motorola, but they were not as usable as the iPhone iOS product. That is what we call a sustaining innovation. So they assume that I am a company person who is selling this bottle. So for sustaining innovation, what will I do, sir? What will I do? Maybe I will assume that I don't know, market might accept, market might not accept. Instead of putting this cap here, I also introduced this with some gold coverings here. I will put some gold coverings. I will make sure that the cap alone is made out of metal. And when they touch, I make this a smart bottle. Okay, when they touch, it says that you have 750 ml. You have drunk only 100 ml of water today. You have to drink more additional water. So that is something that is called sustaining innovation. You are taking the same product and then you're trying to make it so better that it feels like a different product. And then the third thing is disruptive innovation. Disruptive innovation is when a certain product is there, bottle is there, and then bottle dies. Nobody is using bottle, no market for bottle. And then there is a new thing called something else is coming. Let's say it's a bag. A bag comes for drinking, or a pouch is coming. So instead of people buying water in bottles, they are buying water in pouches. So instead of drinking water, opening the cap, they can just put it in your mouth and it will go inside and you will be not thirsty. So that is a disruptive innovation. There are still products out there like water pouches are there. Balls of water, you can put it inside and then it will just break and inside, it will go inside. So that is something that is called disruptive innovation. So disruptive innovation when it starts, it will start very, very small. So யாருப்பா பாட்டில் தண்ணி குடிக்காம உட்காந்து பாக்கெட்ல தண்ணி குடிக்கிறது அப்படின்னு சொல்லி not of people will ask initially. So initially you will have very small market. But as time goes by, as people see that carrying water in small pouches is much easier than carrying this water bottle anywhere you go. If you want safe, healthy drinking water anywhere, you can carry it in small pouches. You drink the pouch and then you have nothing else to carry. That is easier for certain sets of customers. For now, it is there, and for future, it might also be adopted by the entire population. So we don't know. Still, இந்த காலத்துல still the water bottle is the most practical application of drinking water appliance, drinking water tool, whatever. And again, I was just continue with the smartphone example. So smartphone example, we are seeing like, so we are seeing that there is a new innovation that is coming up called smart wearables. This is a disruptive innovation. You have a smart watch, you have smart glasses. So all these things, they will slowly but surely reduce your usage of mobile phones. It is not started yet, but this is an innovation that will happen slowly. And what will happen is that the mobile phone as a product might become redundant. So you just have a glass, you just wear a headphone. Then with your glass itself, the glass will project things into your eyes. So you don't have to have a screen to see what is happening. Your glasses will help you with your calls. So all that can automatically happen. That is a disruptive innovation. It just negates a single product. Phone தேவையில்லப்பா, நம்ம கண்ணாடி மட்டும் போட்டு போகணும், கிளம்பி போகும்போது அந்த கண்ணாடி போட்டுக்கலாம். That is the only thing. That is the only thing you will ever have to wear, because whatever you want to see, you can click here and you can see. So that is something that can happen. If people find a good application for that, it will become a very big market, and one day maybe the smartphone market will go off. Similar to what happened to a lot of desktop computers. Desktop computers were large, various size computers were always part of many homes. Laptop computers at that time was very, very, very costly. So what is happening, what as part of innovation, what happens is you always start at a very pricey product, and then over the years it will become cheaper and cheaper and cheaper through its own innovation, and becomes adaptable by the regular population. So that is how even the PC, the computer, whatever you use today, in the 1950s, 1960s and all, nobody used to see computers. Computers were supposed to be one computer, two computer for entire companies. Large companies will have one computer or two computer. But now everybody within a single house, we have 5-6 computers. So many use of it's become so accessible for everyone, because it's so many years of innovation has made this computer very cheap, very usable, very, very user friendly. So that is what this disruptive innovation is. And then finally, there is radical innovation. Radical innovation, what it does is it removes everything, not just a single product. It doesn't remove cell phone, it removes everything. It removes your glasses, it removes your smart wearables, everything is gone. And then suddenly there is something called assume that there in the future there is something innovation called or artificial intelligence chip. This chip, if you install in your node behind your back, then you will be able to do everything you want. Everything is directly going into your brain. All that can be a possibility. That is a radical innovation. Changes, it destroys the industry. Phone kadayadu, smartphones kadayadu, nothing is there, nothing is needed, because there is one small chip which you can implant in your neck or somewhere, anywhere in your hand, and then it helps you with doing everything through the activity in your brain. It also has inbuilt artificial intelligence capabilities, and that is something called a radical innovation. So konja easier example will be, you will have assume that you are in the 1800s. Unga tata tata time vechukonga. So at that time there was not very much current along kadayadu. So for nights, in the evenings, what they do, if there is no current, what you will do, you will go and light the lamp. You will go use candles if you have candles. Candles were pretty costly then. If you enna uthi, you have your lamps that you're lighting, and then you also have you will have your torches, teepandam, whatever. So you have your torches. Everybody will hold torches to see what's happening in the dark. So that was the reality for many people, many Indians forget Indians, many people in the world during that time. And then came electricity. So electricity is the radical innovation here, the light bulb. So light bulb, when it came, what it did was it destroyed the entire fire market. So fire, you have to put your oil, lamp, your candle, everything is done for, because there is electricity. You just switch on the light and then it's all bright everywhere. So that is what we wanted. Our initial solution was fire, but then now that electricity is there, we are able to light it up everywhere without even having to put the effort into starting a fire. So that is an example of a radical innovation. And then going forward, so your business, how do you start innovation in your business? So this is something that we call as the Dublin model of innovation. And in that, there are three different groupings. He's calling it as configuration, and then he calls it as offering, and he calls it as experience. So assume that assume that I am starting, for this case, I am assuming that I am starting a cloud kitchen. So cloud kitchen, and I am making my own food. I am cooking for a lot of people, and then I am putting this food for selling through Swiggy, Zomato, all that. Okay. I don't have any investment. Where money food materials and or investment. I will sit at home. I will cook. I assume that I am making one biryani, and I am very good at making biryani. All my relatives like biryani, and my cooking style is very good that everybody wants to eat my biryani, or assume that I am very good at making a cake, and I am making a very good cake that everybody wants to eat my cake. So I now know that yes, my market, my product is acceptable by everyone. And then what I do is I start this business. I register in Swiggy, I register in Zomato. I call this company as Rajakumar Cookery, Rajakumar Kitchens. So Rajakumar makes this awesome biryani, and he packs it up, and every day he makes biryani for 50 people. 50 biryanis he makes. And for that 50 biryani, he will be doing this innovation. How do we do this innovation? We'll just run it through. So first thing is called the profit model. How do I make money? So in this terms of biryani business, that I'm sitting at home and doing nothing, I'm just cooking and selling it through Swiggy. That is my business. I don't have to do anything else. I don't have to start a shop. I don't have to put a chair. I don't want to put tables. Everything is not required. It's just a cloud kitchen available only for people ordering through online. So how do I make money is I make money by selling of my product. So it's a product sales based revenue model. And through that, I am making profit. I make biryani at 50 rupees. I sell it at 120 rupees. I make a 70 rupee profit, of which I'll bear this commission charges, delivery charges of 20 rupees, and 50 rupees profit I'll make. And then there is this network. How I will be able to connect with the right network. So for this biryani, I have to do and make a very good change in the model. Network is I have to procure the right rice for my biryani. I have to make the right procurement of vegetables, greens, whatever materials that are going into the biryani, right kind of spices I have to procure. So that is all part of my network. I have to make a phone call to this person, to that person. I have to call them and tell them that this is my biryani. This is what I want. I will come into an alliance with you. So every time I want biryani, I will only call you, but you give it to me at low prices. So that is an alliance innovation that you can do. So what innovations you can do? Usually people, restaurant companies, restaurants, they buy from one single seller for certain products because it is easier for them. It will lead to less confusion. But maybe if you are very confident, you can be very confident that you're able to procure your goods, your materials for your biryani from elsewhere. You're able to capture it from 3-4 sources. That makes your biryani even more special because of the different taste. Maybe you procure your rice from a specific village in Karnataka. Only that rice is very good for your biryani. That is also an innovation. And then structure, process and all, it's more fitting for larger organizations where you change the number of people that are hired, hierarchy of the organization, how you do the process. I just put in certain examples here. So you use localization, lean production. It's all very complex stuff. We will not go there. And in terms of offering is how your biryani is tasting. So product performance is your biryani taste. So anybody who's eating biryani, they will only eat biryani when it is a good tasting biryani. Nobody's going to eat biryani that is bad tasting. So you have to make your product that is very good, that nobody in the market, this taste of biryani is only available from Rajakumar Kitchens. Nobody else can buy it. So that kind of biryani we will buy. So that is your product performance. So you make sure that your product performance is better than everybody in the market. And then product system is again a little bit of tech thing, but for biryani business, what we can do is in terms of system, maybe in addition to biryani, if you're also able to create one app for them to order in addition to Swiggy and Zomato. So that becomes part of your product system. So people ordering from your app, they get some discounts other than the ones ordering from Swiggy. That can be part of your product system. If you want specific example here, iPhone, I'll again go back to Apple. So Apple makes iPhone, and iPhone Kulara, the entire system is again the product of Apple. So Apple owns the entire OS of iPhone. But if you go to Android phones, OS is owned by Google, which has some customization by manufacturer, The phone is being made by Oppo, Vivo, Google, Oppo, Vivo, LG, all those people, they make phones. And then in terms of experience, a lot of experience changes you can do. Service, you can make change. Channel is how you distribute your biryani. For me, my distribution channel is Swiggy, but my innovation can be, I can have my own distribution channel, which is an innovation in my business, in my company. That is an innovation. And in terms of service, so there will be, assume that you are a car company owner and you are selling cars. So usually in the car market, you have warranty for maybe 2 years. And suddenly you say that, no more 2 years. My products are so good, best products in the market. I'm giving you warranty for 5 years. Then that is some innovation that comes out of confidence out of your product performance. And that is something that people who see you for service, they will come and fall for you. That is the innovation that will help you capture the market. And in terms of branding is again a complex concept. It starts with building your brand around certain innovations. Okay, say that your biryani is known in the market for certain specific taste or certain specific smell, and you build your brand around the most beautiful smelling or most fragrant biryani in the market, very nice smelling biryani in the market. That is your brand. So you try to that nobody else in the market everybody will say very good mutton biryani, it's tasty biryani, but you try to make an innovation here. You say, don't say talk about the taste of the biryani, you talk about the smell of the biryani. Not many companies will say that this is the best smelling biryani you will ever see. So that is something new and people will remember. So that is an innovation you can do in brand. And customer engagement again is so how are you engaging your customers? Customers, if they want to talk to you, how will they talk to you? If they want to, let's say they want to order stuff from you, how will they order stuff from you? Do you have your biryani is so good that there are fan clubs coming up? How are you engaging those fan clubs? Facebook engage pandringla? Are you engaging those fan clubs in Instagram? Are you creating a lot of content in your social media sites for your fans? All that comes under engagement innovation. A lot of so this is a huge subject that you can keep delving deeper. You can go deeper and deeper, but this is sufficient for now. Or biryani business, this is like the entire story. This is the entire innovations that you can do, given that you have so small time. But if you have a lot of time, all innovators, what they do, all these startup companies, they don't immediately become successes because they take time. All these innovations take time because they just do this and then this does not work out. They go to problem statement 2, they go and work on problem 3. All those problems they solve, they bring innovations, and slowly only then they become successes. So that is the story that we are going to see. How do we innovate? And through innovations, we'll see if our idea has the right product market fit. The idea which is leading the problem, which is leading to the idea, and the idea which will lead to a product or a solution. And that solution does it reach the right market? So that is what we'll see. So this brings us to the conclusion of the first set of discussions on innovation. So I just want to have a short Q&A. If anybody has questions, you just directly ask me. If not, if there are no questions, I can just skip to the next set of discussions. Yeah, I just have 1 minute for anybody to answer or ask questions. Also capture, get some water. Okay, I am assuming that there are no questions at this point of time. So I hope people love this biryani example. I love biryani personally. Okay, so now this is the second part of our journey, product to market fit. So this time I will not take the biryani example. I will start with assume you have a gift shop. So gift shop example I will take. So gift shop example is when what do you say is a product? What your products are? Your products are gifts that you're going to give to people. There can be greeting cards. There can be nice looking puppy dolls. There can be real girl dolls. There can be small cute camera. all that can be a gift for your loved ones. So you are a shop that is going to sell all this, and you are trying to see if that the products that you are selling is a good market fit for you. So you are trying to sell. Sorry, I'm sorry. Was there a question? Okay, I'm assuming there are no questions. And so we will come back. So you are trying to, am I connected?
Yes, there is.
Okay, sorry. I saw something circling here, connecting to server. So I got confused. Okay, let's dive into the definition. Product market fit is when you as a business, the company's name is, again, let's call it Krishna Gift Shop. And let's not call it Krishna Gift Shop. We'll call it some general ABC gift shop. And then as a gift shop owner, you are sitting and you're trying to find, sir, I have my market. I am placing my market. My office, my shop is in Nungambakam. So in Nungambakam, I am able to cover this total of this area. I am covering some 10-15 streets, or maybe 40 streets I'm able to cover. So I am assuming that these are the customers who will come to my shop to buy gifts for their loved ones. So in this 40 streets, there are some 3,000 people living. So these 3,000 people, or maybe 5,000 people living, 5,000 people are my product, are my market. So I'm seeing that if these people are able to find my gifts very useful, very lovely, very loving for their family, then they will obviously come back and keep buying from that. That is when there is product market fit. So I am selling a product, and my market is that 40 streets from Nungambakam. I am selling a gift cat bomme, a gift cat toy, and that gift cat toy is something that is being a hit in the 40 streets that I am serving. So this is the product and this is the market, and when both these match, so that is when it is called the product market fit. So all the customers, they are looking for cat toys. They come to your shop because you are the only person in their area or in their entire vicinity who's selling that cute looking cat toy. So when you are doing that, when you have the right fit of the product, so there is one cute cat toy, nobody in the gift shop industry has that in your vicinity. And then what happens is that this person, this auntie who is coming and buying from you, this auntie will go and tell the auntie next door that, yes, I bought this for my grandson. And then this grandson loves this cat toy. So he's still a baby and he loves the cat toy. This cat toy is so beautiful. It has many functionalities. I can press buttons also in this. And then that auntie, the neighborhood auntie, everybody keeps talking and they start buying. So that is what is a right product market fit, where your customers are trying to sell your product because your product is so good and it is fitting the right market. Older generation women who are trying to gift their grandchildren, assuming this is your market. So if there is product market fit, you'll be able to feel it. That is something that you will see. So okay, let's go back to the theory again. So what is a good fit? Good fit is when the word of mouth happens extensively. So auntie talking to auntie, that auntie telling the uncle, everybody is discussing about the product. That is the word of mouth fit. So that is what happens when there is a good product market fit. The bad fit is when you are going out making Facebook ad, you are going to customers, you are giving pamphlets, all those things you are doing, but nobody is buying from you. That means that, no, sir, your market is wrong. You are not in the right market. Nobody is buying your product because everybody doesn't like a cat product, or everybody in your market doesn't care about gifts. All that is a bad fit. So any money you put in, if nobody wants to buy your product, that is like useless. So that is when you don't have a fit. Fit. And then there is a sales. If you have a good fit, your sales are like non-stop. It will go high, keep on going high as long as there is fit. But if you have a bad fit, your sales are slow and you have a very big problem making sales. And then when you are a good fit, then you will have a product inventory that is low because now everybody's coming and buying from you. You don't have anything to sell. Stock out. That is what you will have as an answer. But still, people will be coming to get that product because that is a very beautiful product, very beautiful cat toy that you have. And then if you have a bad fit, that is like you are trying to sell some other toy and nobody wants to buy it, that results in having a large number of stock irukum, but yaru vaanga matanga. What will you do? So that is when you have not assessed the market correctly. You have not thought about the product correctly. So this is how a product market fit looks like. I'm going to talk a little bit. This is a little bit more about technical stuff. This is more applicable for larger industries, not for. It might also apply to a gift shop. I'll try to apply a gift shop example here. So you are a gift shop owner. You are running this ABC gift shop and in Nungambakam, and you are trying to sell. And you are procuring your gift material from China. You're buying from China, you're buying from Delhi, you're buying from Bangalore, buying from somewhere else in Chennai also. So what you are doing is, before product market fit, you start a shop in day 0. And then every month you are trying to see, you see this light blue line here. That is the number of people visiting your store or number of sales you are making. So you are trying to sell one green color doll, green color China doll. Let's say it's a China made product and it's a green color doll. And you're assuming that, yes, this product is very good and my customers will buy. And you find that nobody is buying. And then you decide, and then you decide, okay, this is not working. Let me try to do something else. Let me try to do a doll that is different doll, which for you are coming up with the idea that you are trying to sell animal dolls. So there will be a lion doll, there will be a cat doll. And then what happens is that cat toys and lion toys and dog toys are like the good thing that has happened for your market. And then the market is saying that, yes, sir, this is the product I am looking for. This is the exact product I want. And then you see that there is a growth in your sales. This is how it will be. You will also feel this as you are the owner of the company. You will see, aha, I made the right choice in bringing this product. This is the product that is fitting my market. Enoda market ku idudha sariyana product. So that is what you decide, and then you try to make innovations within that. So many companies, large companies, which started out, Apple, I keep coming back to Apple. Forget Apple. I'll talk about some other company. Ola cars. I think many of you would have used Ola Taxi. Ola Taxi, they started out as a small company. They were based out of Bangalore. And then they Bhavish Agarwal, they started that car company. Initially, he also was acting as a driver. Okay, it used to be a call taxi service, Ola cars. Before they were before they had the apps and all, they were a call taxi service. They used to take Ola. They used to have a call taxi service. They used to call and then they used to arrange for cars to go to the location of the customer. And then slowly, by making this small, tiny, incremental, maybe sometimes radical innovations, also disruptive innovations, is when they started their app. So that is when they started doing a lot of business. They grew. They got funding from external companies, venture capitalist companies, and then started growing. So anyway, but their story is, before FIT, they could not grow. They were still a small company, regular company out there. But then after the FIT, when they found that, yes, I will have an app, everybody can put their location in the app and then book a car. They will get a car at their location. That is the magic. That is the magic product that they have. And then that product has a market. Nobody these days, many people, they say that Ola cabs, Uber cabs, it's costly. And then that is when they make the innovation. Adutha innovation enna pandranga. So it doesn't always, product market fit does not stagnate. It keeps moving. Okay. So I say that instead of my cabs, I will also try Ola Auto. I will also try Uber Auto. So Auto is a Romba Varshama, it's been with the Indian population. So everybody is used to the auto transport, and then now Uber and Ola are bringing in the technological touch points for these products with these regular quintessential products that are used by the Indian consumer. That is called the your autos. So that these are all examples. So this will also apply to you so in future. Okay, so you have to understand your market. Any businessman has to understand his market, and for you to make the right product market fit, you have to understand this. Bayangaramana market, it's a great market, so everybody is wanting this product. Then the market will pull products from the startup. Ipo Ola, Ipo there is Amazon. All these companies, they came out because the market was great. People were looking for that product. How do I call for a taxi? How do I call for an auto? Auto will say, he will say that 20 rupees 70 rupees kudu. How do I give money for that auto? That is very confusing thing. And that is when Ola comes in and says, don't go for that auto. I will have a meter run auto. You can take it from Ola cabs. Ola auto is there. So that is a market which is pulling this product. Auto was not there in Ola's plan. Ola company name itself is Ola Cab. So they were supposed to be a car cab company, but then they changed to auto rickshaw. Why? Because there was a market pull. Great on a market. Auto rickshaw market, avlo periya market. So it is asking for the companies to come and give you the product, which is the Ola Auto or Uber Auto. And then terrible market. So market illa. So this is like what I gave you the example, right? You go and try to sell Tair Sadam in London. So it doesn't work because London there are not many customers. Nobody in South India or maybe even a lot of India eat a lot of Tair Sadam. And then you say that Tair Sadam is the only product that I have in my restaurant that is based out of London, then that restaurant is bound to fail because you are not having the right product for the right market, and the market will ensure that you die. Because and the market needs not Tair Sadam, it needs burgers and pizzas. And then you try to give Tair Sadam, nobody is going to buy, and you're going to, the business will eventually be run down and will die. Okay, that will be so even assume that, so this is beautifully put sentence. I just took it off from Mr. One of the management gurus. I don't really remember his name. So in a terrible market, you can have the best product in the world. Tair Sadam, அந்த மாதிரி Tair Sadam வேற எங்கேயுமே சாப்பிட முடியாது. அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு தயிர் சாதம் இருக்கு. But then for that தயிர் சாதம், you have the best team. Sorry.
நீங்க எடுத்துக்கோங்க.
Participants, kindly mute yourself. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Okay, no problem, madam. And then you have the best team. So you import one master, Borata master and Tair Sadam master from Madurai, and you find one awesome pickle master from Erode. And then you go and say, yes sir, this is the best Tair Sadam. Tair Sadam Urga combination, enga kada mari inga ulagathile kediyadu. You can say all that. But then you have put your shop in London, sir. Who is going to eat Tair Sadam in London? So that is your conundrum. That is where your market will kill you. And then again, so to bring you back to the conversation, assume that you have a great team. Super Parota master, super Tair Sadam master, super Urga master. Everybody you have, but you are in a bad market and the market will win and you will lose. And then when you have a Dabba team, assume that you have Sumarana Tair Sadam available in one exact super you are having this Tair Sadam in a market area. Tair Sadam kada in a market area, and the market is always fully crowded. What will you do? What will happen to your story is that even if you have only Sumarana Tair Sadam, your Tair Sadam will sell very well because there is a lot of crowd which wants to eat food, and that is the Tair Sadam is the only food that is available there, and everybody is going to eat that Tair Sadam. And again, it is not that your product has won, it is the market that has won. The market is good, and because of the good market, you're able to sell your product. Sorry, I think I am extending a bit on time.
No problem, sir. It's quite interesting.
And then, okay, thanks for that. And when then there is also one more thing. This is again one Mr. Andy Rashleff. All these statements are from him, so that is where I took it from. So when a great team meets a great market, so you have the best. So I assume that again, London la nee aarambicha kadaiya, you are bringing it to, assume Chennai la you are going to start that store. Okay, then there is something special that happens. Apadan, that is where the sweet spot is reached. That is when you become this chain restaurants. That is when you become McDonald's. You have the best market. That is, you have the best chefs. And then that is when you start you make great success in one location, and then you try to replicate the same success in multiple locations. You start Engal Saravana Bhavan, assume Saravana Bhavan. Saravana Bhavan has branches in Chennai, Kovai, Madurai. Delhi, Bangalore, Dubai, USA, எல்லா இடத்துலயும் வந்து you can start branches, assuming that you have the right mix. புரியுதா? So you have to, when the right product meets the right market, then there is a lot of things that will happen. Very special, very big growth things will happen. That is what they are saying. Sarana Bhavan, assume there is all these other Adayar Ananda Bhavan is there, all these restaurant chains, just for people to understand, just using these smaller brands. Okay, so when you are an entrepreneur, assume that maybe in the next year or this year or maybe in the next 5 years or next 10 years you're starting a company. Always remember, when you start up, there is always the market is the only vector in the game. If you are a startup, you are fighting against the market. You will never win unless you find the right product for that market. So assume you all everybody would have told you 90% of startups will fail. I don't know, only 10% of startups extend after 3 years. Why? Because they are not able to come up with this product market fit. They are not having the right market, and then they're not able to find the right product for that supermarket. Okay, supermarket, not supermarket. Great, nice, very welcoming market. And so that is that. And then again, this is a model that I have taken from Steve Blank's 4 steps of customer development. This is where your product market fit comes in here. So what you do is, when you're starting up a company, this is what you usually do. That is why நிறைய companies, they are in the startup stage. Seed funding la சொல்லுவாங்க. If you are very well versed with how things work in the venture capitalist environment la, they get seed funding, initial funding, or maybe they'll get some 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs from international investors, angel investors. They will give the seed funding, and then with the seed funding, they will start working on a problem. They know that, I mean, overall, they will know that there is a problem. Sir, I have, so let's assume there is some other famous app here, famous app, WhatsApp. Let's take WhatsApp. Okay, problem is that every time you are, before WhatsApp, everybody was using this thing called the SMS. So SMS was the only way for you to send a message from one device to the other device, specifically mobile device, one mobile device to the other mobile device. But what you are trying to do through WhatsApp is, you're not just ensuring that you are able to send SMS, I mean, text messages from one device to another device through the internet. You're also ensuring that you're able to send you're able to send images, you're able to send videos. So all that is something of a new functionality that SMS did not have. So what the problem is, I am a customer and I'm not able to send images to my wife or to my child. I want to send the birthday cake that we are cutting. I want to send it to my son who's living in a different city. I am taking the photo, but I am not able to send. I have to open the email and then put it in the email and then send it as an email. So which is a lot of work. I have to find the image, attach the image, all that work is there. My problem is that solution is the thing that you say, okay, let's not go through the email. Instead, can we make the email a little bit easier? Can we just have each person a phone number, which we'll give one ID, and then with that ID, they'll be able to use it as a SMS service, similar to SMS service, but through the internet. So that is something called the solution. And then what you do is, and then you build the MVP, is called the minimum viable product in Solvanga. So it's all technical stuff. You don't have to work on it right now. You will learn it through your career when you start it or when you do it. This more it's more technological related stuff. And then you look at the funnel is when you look at the market, how your funnel will look. So this is not required. But when you do the validation, it's when the product market fit you'll also look at. And then this is a cycle. This will keep going on and going on until your startup is ready for scaling. Scaling na ennana, enkita vandu I have 100 users in my startup company. I want to take it up to 1 lakh users is when you are ready for scaling, and you find that only when you reach your product market fit will you be able to correctly scale, or you will lose out to the market. So that is something that you have to always remember before scaling product market fit. So how do you measure product market fit? I think I might take maybe 10 more minutes. I still have content. Net promoter score is when how likely are you to unga friend ko, unga sondakarangalukko, unga colleagues ko vandu how likely will you give this product kudupingla? Are you likely to give this product? This is something that you will have to study for your product. And if the person is saying yes, I will give it, and if they are giving 9 and 10 எல்லாம் கொடுத்தாங்கன்னா, it's called a desirable, it's called they are very loyal, they are your promoters. Okay, so NPS score is supposed to be for customers who give only 9 and 10 in this question. So that is something that you have to see. And then you have to see the continuity impact of your product. Assume you are going to ask the question to the customer, how would you feel if you no longer use our product? Product இல்ல இங்க வாட்ஸ்அப் நாளையிலிருந்து கிடையாதுங்க, வாட்ஸ்அப் பேன் பண்ணிட்டாங்க அப்படின்னா what will you feel? அப்படின்னு சொல்லி you have to ask the question. And then customers very disappointed, not disappointed, I don't even use the product, I don't care அப்படின்லாம் சொல்லலாம். So when there are 40%, at least 40% customers when they are saying I am very disappointed and WhatsApp இல்லாட்டி ரொம்ப கஷ்டம் அப்படின்னு when they are saying, then that means that your product has a very good adoption rate. It's very good. People, you are in the right market. Your customers are liking your product. So that is what you'll have to understand. So all this when you are doing, when you start your business, and after certain iterations, திருப்பி தப்பு பண்ணி கத்துக்கிறதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்றது தான் இந்த மெட்ரிக்ஸ். நீங்க வந்து கஸ்டமர் போய் கேட்கணும், சார் நாளைக்கு என் கம்பெனி இல்ல, இந்த சாப்பாடு கிடைக்கும், இந்த ப்ராடக்ட் கிடைக்காது அப்படின்னா what will you do? Are you okay with it? I'm say not okay ba, I'm very ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருக்கும் எனக்கு அப்படின்லாம் சொன்னாங்கன்னா that is a good thing because people are liking your product. So and then the customer retention, this is again very difficult to measure on store level la measure பண்றது கஷ்டம். It's very shop level, I can't measure how many times a single customer is coming unless you have this terminals to measure your number of times the customer, loyalty card அதெல்லாம் கொடுத்தா தான் you'll be able to measure. But otherwise if you are a little bit tech enabled company, you have a website, all that, then you'll be able to measure the number of users who are visiting and number of users who are coming repeatedly or number of users who are buying repeatedly. All that repeat purchases is a validation that you are in the right market, you have market for your product. Those customers who keep repeatedly buying without you doing anything itself, நீ எதுவுமே பண்ணலைனாலும் அவன் திருப்பி வந்து வாங்குவான் because he likes that product so much and he is your core customer base. So such customers you have to keep talking to them, you have to understand them, what they want and how their needs change. So a customer who buys who is using WhatsApp today might not permanently use WhatsApp. Maybe some years in the future there is some other app that is coming that is better than WhatsApp, people will obviously shift. Okay, so WhatsApp, what people in WhatsApp will keep doing is they'll keep talking to the customers, try to understand what is the thing that they want next, what is the thing that they want next. So WhatsApp recently introduced this feature called multi-device support, and you will be able to access WhatsApp and multiple devices simultaneously. All that features they are bringing in because customers are saying, illapa, I am finding this app is better because it's allowing for multi-device support, whereas yours is not allowing. So all that is customer feedback which they are collecting to ensure that their customers are retained. And then this is again quickly I'll run this through. Product market fit it will not be a big bag event. You will not know vandiruchu appadi solli, you will not know. You will have to do it only through testing and everything, and then certain numbers will tell you that product market fit is there, but it will not be a bomb. You will not be like suddenly you are at 1 and suddenly you become 200. It will not become like that. It will be 1 to 20 to 50. That is how you will grow. You will not know it like immediately. It will not be a big bag event. And then product market fit will not, obviously it will not be very obvious. It might be obvious after a certain period of time. Back in konja naal kalichu paakumbodhu and edathula dhaan we have made this change and this become the product market fit, but that you will not realize at the point of making that change. So that is something that you have to know. And once you achieve product market fit, you can always lose it. This is the truth. Okay, you are a famous example for this is the IBM Computers. IBM used to be a very big computer company before all this Microsoft and Apple came into the foray. 1980s they were a very big computer company. They used to sell all computers for businesses. And only with the advent of Microsoft and Apple did the new personal computer came into foray, and that is when and also this is a famous example, Xerox Corporation. So Xerox Corporation they also were very focused on making copiers, but then they lost focus and they did not really bother about the problem with smaller copiers smaller printers that companies like HP were letting out. So Xerox copiers are large copiers. They are meant to do everything, anything and everything you want to copy, you can put it inside and Xerox copier will copy. But they were not able to do, they were not able to see the good things about the smaller copier that you have on your desk, that you have at your home. All those, not copiers, printers. Okay, that is something that they missed to see, and then now they are paying the price by losing a little of a market share in those segments. And then again, competition will not sleep at all. So even if you have product market fit, competition will not sleep. He will also try to copy what you do. He will also do what you do. Okay, so you will always have to be on your heels to still maintain your product market fit while competing with these competition people. So product market fit I can relax. No, it cannot happen because competition never relaxes. It's everybody's market. Everybody can be part of the market. Everybody will make innovations to make sure that they can beat you down. And this is the slide before the final slide. So only thing that matters when you're making a startup, when you're starting a company, is to ensure that you get a product market fit. Other than many companies, they spend years trying to get product market fit and they fail. So that is up to you. If you don't get a product market fit, your company will fail. That is the general knowledge that has been built over the years. Any company that is, any startup that is failing is mostly because they're not able to give the right product for the right market. Okay, so that is all. Thank you. I think I overshot by over 15 minutes. Any questions you have from the audience, I'll take them up. And thanks for giving me this opportunity to present. And thanks for being a patient audience. Not much disturbances, and you want patiently listen to my stories. Thank you for that.
Supraja, you may take one question. Supraja?
Yes, ma'am. There is a question in the chat box, sir.
Oh, there's chat box questions, is it? And
Yes.
meanwhile, if anybody wants to reach out to me with additional questions, you can write a mail to me, either a consolidated mail from the faculty, or you can individually mail me with your queries on this session. I'll just read out what is the right way. Let's just start from the first question. How do we determine the market fit for a product? This is a question, sir. Okay, so I have a product. So when I was doing the cement, we were launching a new product. So in that product, when we were launching that product, we wanted to see, will the customers buy this product? Excuse me, I just have to.
I request all participants to switch on your videos so that we'll take snapshot here.
So,
Yes.
so when we were doing that, what is the only tool that you have in your hand when you are initial stages of your company? You don't have big very infrastructure. You're at the very initial stages of your company. How do you determine? Is by asking customer feedback. That is the only way how we will determine if your product is meeting the needs of your customer. So assume that I am a clothes maker. Now வந்து ஒரு tailor. நான் வந்து டெய்லரா இருக்கும்போது என்கிட்ட வர கஸ்டமர்ஸுக்கு நான் என்ன கேட்பேன்னா, சார் நான் நல்லா தைச்சிருக்கிறேன்னா, திருப்பி வந்து என்கிட்ட தைப்பீங்களா, வேற ஏதாவது பண்ணுவா சார், உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது நான் பண்ணி கொடுக்கணுமா? ஆல் தீஸ் கொஸ்டின்ஸ். ஸோ யூ ஆஸ்க் தெம், சார் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் கிட்ட என்னை பத்தி சொல்லுவீங்களா, அவங்க தெரிஞ்சவங்க யாராவது இருந்தா சொல்லுங்க, அப்படிங்கிறதெல்லாம் ஆல் தீஸ் இஸ் த வே யூ அசஸ் யுவர் ஃபிட் ஃபார் தட் மார்க்கெட். பிகாஸ் so that is what I'm trying to tell you, right? You have to talk to your customer, you have to try to measure your NPS, your other metrics where you say if your business is not there, will that be a problem for you? All those questions you'll have to keep asking customers, because product market fit is it's not a stable thing. It keeps moving. It goes up, goes down, goes to the side, can go anywhere, and that's what you have to do. Question, does that answer your question, Bindu?
Yes, sir. I hope so. Her question has been answered. Some more questions are there, sir. May I ask?
Yeah, I see a question from Kushbu. What is the right way to attain market fit? There is no right way to attain market fit. If everybody knows the right way, then everybody can become billionaires. So it's very, very difficult to attain the right fit. Okay. Companies which have attained the right fit are becoming successful companies, and companies that cannot attain the right fit are not making big progress. They are losing out in the startup game. But there is this process of customer development. Okay, there can be only guidelines, but does it always work? No, it might not always work. So what is the guideline? The guideline is you have to first measure your market in the product. Okay, first you have to find your problem. What is the problem in your product, or what is the problem that the customer is facing? So assume that there is no market. There is everybody wants to wear a t-shirt that is made out of material, silk material t-shirt. Assume there is a market for that. Silk la t-shirt seirangappa. So Kanchipuram silk is not only for pattu sari, it is also for your pattu t-shirt. So that is something that has never been there in the market. And then you are trying to sell pattu t-shirt. You're a pattu t-shirt tailor, pattu t-shirt manufacturer. So what you will do is you will go and meet, assume that you are assuming your target segment. T-shirt for it's not one, not your old ladies will not be wearing t-shirts. It is the more of the younger generation. So I am assuming that younger generation up to age 40 or 30, I will be targeting. These are my mark. This is my market. Ladies and gents up to 45 years will be my target segment. Only they will wear pattu t-shirts. And then what I say, I go to them. I go meet what I will do is I will go meet customers. Customers can be my atta, my mama. You can also be my tangachi ponne. Everybody are my customers. So I just go and talk to everybody. I just go to first. It is an easy approach to go talk to your relatives to understand what they think. So they are anyway, they will in future become your customers, and they will have similar mindsets to what your customer groups will have. So you try to talk to your relatives. You try to understand, Mama, I'm doing this pattu t-shirt. Now we'll go a sample and you just try to wear it and see if it's comfortable for you. Will you be able to wear it outside? All these questions you have to keep asking. So pattu t-shirt might, if you're successful, if that is the right product for that market, then that is how you say that we have attained the right product market fit. So there is no straight process. This is a circular process. You find a product, the product comes, you ask the customers, and then the customers give feedback. Illamma, pattu t-shirt வந்து எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் வேர்க்குதுமா, நிறைய வேர்க்குது, இங்க சென்னையில ரொம்ப சூடா இருக்குல்ல அப்படின்னா, then what you do, you add a mix of cotton to it. You add pattu to the front side, back side full of cotton. All that you can do. That is a second product. That is the second iteration that you're changing the product. You're changing the product. After changing the product, you again go back to the customer. Mama, we have made a new change. We have given you this new product, which is going to have a blend of silk and cotton. So what will you do with that? What do you think about this product? That is what it's an iterative process until there will be a point when you feel that Mama is comfortable. Mama says, aha, super irukuma. Even if you want to take it out, it's very good. So you just say, I'm going out with this pattu t-shirt. My friends are asking about it. So that is like you have a right product, you have a good product, and you are trying to, you will be able to sell it. So that is one example. That is how that is the way to write. So it's never a single straight process. The process to attain a product market fit is a circular thing. You do one, check. So they say, there is one thing called measure, analyze, iterate, and change. Something like that is there. You have to keep, it's a circle. You keep doing the same thing until you finally arrive at a single product which your customers say, okay, this is a very good product, I will buy this. And I hope that answers your question, Kushbu.
Yes, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Yes, madam.
Sir, can you highlight the pull factors that to overcome for a budding entrepreneurs? What are the pull factors which has to be overcome?
Pull factors, eh?
Yes.
So for pull factors, there are two ways in which you can do innovation. So innovation is one is through push. You are trying to push the market with your innovation. Now and then what I will do is I have a new product. Assume that I am having again I'll go back to I'm selling water. I'm selling water, and in this water, what I am doing is I am pushing this water. I'm instead of saying that this product, I'm doing innovation. I'm saying this is Himalaya this is Himalayan water. This is not regular underground water. This is Himalayan water that I'm capturing from Gangotri Glacier. So I'm taking this water from Gangotri Glacier. I'm bottling it up and I'm selling it to you. This is a push marketing where you're saying product is the same tanni da, but then it's coming from the glacier Gangotri. It's from Himalayas, and so assuming that it's all very good, very pure out there, then this is a good product. I am trying, and what I will do is I will try to push it to the market. I will do a lot of marketing. Okay, that is the difference between a push innovation. Push innovation is when you try to push whatever you think is good for the customer to them. Okay, iPhone is a push innovation. First of all, iPhones, your Air, was this AirPods, right? Your iPhone, all this were people, there was not a real market, there was a very small market, and then people start to realize that this is very useful. And then the push innovation is when this is push innovation, and then when you want to pull innovation, you have to make a product that is like exactly meeting the customer's requirements, and customers have never even thought about it. So that is like what do you say? So the PC, no customer when it was launched around the 1980s, no customer would have even thought about, okay, I need a computer in my home. So that was something new. Nobody even thought about having a computer at home. So that was a time when you are making a computer for home, then everybody comes and buys from you, because that they are, oh my God, I never thought that I could buy a computer for home. And then everybody's buying from you. That is a pull innovation. So again, I put t-shirt, mama is watching, you're wearing to his friends gathering, and then your mama or your cousin is also wearing it to his friends gathering, and the friends are impressed, and then they are buying it. That is a pull innovation. The innovation you put is into the product, you into the pattu t-shirt, you put it, and then people are seeing it and they want that innovation for themselves also. So that is the pull innovation that we're talking about.
Thank you, sir. There are some other questions in the chat box, sir. After that,
I'll just read them through. Abhirami, there is a question. There are lots of similar products that are available in the market. Then how will you reach or overcome your product among the public? Okay, so this is again, I told you right earlier, in product market fit, there will always be competition. Okay, competition illa the market is very rare. It is always there, but it is very rare. You, for identifying such competition illa the market or creating new markets is possible. Creating new products, markets is possible, but that will take a lot of time, or that will take a very, very innovative product, which can be done by anybody. So anybody can do. Okay, so what you do is, if you are assuming I am saying that so many Ayurvedic products, assume that you are also trying to launch an Ayurvedic product. So what you will do, you already have 1,000 companies out there making Ayurvedic products, and what you do is you also try to make an Ayurvedic. I'll just stop sharing my screen like this. There are a lot of Ayurvedic products in the market, and then what you do is you try to make a similar Ayurvedic product, and then that is when I showed you that slide, right? The slide where I showed you 8 different ways to innovate. So you will try to map your competition against all these, what kind of profit model they have, what is the structure that they are doing, what is their network, what is their product performance, okay, what is their product system, how are they doing service for their customers. All these you try to capture what your competition is doing. Okay, assume that you identify, now and I'm going to do this business out of let's say I'm doing this out of Pondicherry. So I will identify there are 3 companies in Pondicherry which are making competition Ayurvedic products from Pondicherry. I will forget all these companies that are coming from outside companies. I will, for this analysis, I will not do. What I will do is I will see what is their product performance. They are having one Ayurvedic toothpaste. Will that Ayurvedic toothpaste be same to what is the product performance? Does it make teeth whiter, or does it have a good taste? All that I will see, and then I will find a product that is slightly different, slightly different, but then still innovative, different taste. It's an Ayurvedic product, but it tastes good, or it tastes better than the other products. That is something that you can do if you are entering a market which is already saturated with competition. And then you go to the service. So அவன் என்ன பண்றானா, Ayurveda company, your competitor one is doing, he's doing a service through, he's selling it in all these this stores. Annachi Kadali is selling, is all selling in all those small stores near your house. But what you are trying to do, you are selling it only your own outlet. That is a different thing, channel strategy that you can do. I will start I will start a company and name it Abhirami Ayurveda. Abhirami Ayurveda will start, and then I'll have a small store, my own store, brand store, and I will show all these products. So I'm assuming that your competitors are not doing it and you're innovatively doing that. So that is all ways in which you can do innovations. So competition la making an entry where there is already a lot of competition is difficult, but it is not undoable. A lot of companies have done that. Naraya companies, many companies out there, they all have beaten down competition to come to the positions that they are in. So that is again, so it will be, the initial journey will be difficult, but then long term, if you keep doing the right product market fit, if you make the right innovations in your product, you will be able to beat down the competition. So that is what I would have to say to you, Abhirami. I hope that answers your question.
So thank you, sir. So one more question. So as we students have design as one of the part of the syllabus, so the students have a doubt whether how to showcase my designs, which is unique, because designs are similar.
Correct.
Most of the interior designs are similar. So how to showcase my unique talent? So how to showcase? That's what the questions most of the students have.
Understood, madam. So that is again, so question is very valid. So how do how do I shine in a market where there is already a lot of competition? Nano when I am doing design, 3D design of whatever, or interior design for this place, there is also a competition who is doing the same interior design, or maybe a different interior design. How do I differentiate from this market? So I will go back to again, so in the Dharava I will take up how assume Uber, when they started somewhere in 2007 or 2009 in San Francisco in US they started. Okay, so their competition at that time was all these taxi services. So to beat down those taxi services, they brought in their app. Okay, so what they were trying to do is they are trying to differentiate them. So the only way for you to differentiate yourself, showcase your how to shine in a market full of competition, is that you have to do something that is very different. So differentiation can be making an app, it can be giving discounts, it can be doing free. So Uber at that time used to do a lot of free rides for new users. So all that initially competition in market, if you are trying to enter, you have to give a lot of incentives to the customer. So you should be ready to do those incentives first, and then unless and until you have a proven assume that you are starting you're assuming that I am just starting my career now, I don't have much value. Maybe I can showcase my catalog here. This is what people want, this is what people see, and I can showcase, yes, see this catalog, this is my design, and everybody likes it. But even though everybody likes it, people will not trust you because you are starting. So at that time, what you will have to do is you will have to make something, you have to ask for the chance. And then when you are given the chance, when you are given an entry into the market, you have to make a product that is so very good that all the competitors, they feel that, oh my God, we cannot do this product. Or if not, oh my God, we cannot do this product, they have to be like, the customer has to feel that this product is similar or much better than what the others would have done, and I have done it at a much cheaper price, or it is much better value. You have to sell that this is the value that you are getting out of the product. So idukku vande how do I shine out of the competition is a very tricky thing that you have to do. It requires a lot of hard work. So hard work will always never fail you, trust me. Hard work will never fail you. if you put in the hard work, if you analyze what the competition is doing, and if you're able to do something that is similar, initially making money out of businesses is difficult. Okay, but if you're able to absorb the little losses that you're making initially, and you're able to competitor market, the problem is you will not be able to profits with the thin. So that thin profits, if you have to capture, then you have to make something that's drastically different, or at least a little bit different from the market, what the entire market does, and that's how you try to differentiate yourself. So that is what you will do. If I am assume my name is trying to do, I'm an interior designer, I'm starting my career right now. What I will do is either I will go work in a company which is doing interior designing. I will try to get some experience. If not, I'm planning to start myself. I don't care about working. I don't care to have any credentials behind me. Then I will have to start doing it for initially the customers who will easily take you up are your friends and relatives, and you'll have to look at such markets where there is easy acceptance of your services. If you're not able to get through friends and relatives, that is the easiest way. But if not, then you will have to make a very good pitch document, a very good catalog or your portfolio documents, and then showcase it to customers, and that is sales. And then sales is again a very difficult thing to do in a competitive market. So only differentiating thing that you have to do is either be very cheap in such markets, or either be very, very good, unrealistically good, that nobody else. Interior level, assume that interiors right now, they are trying to make beautiful ceilings, and assume that you are the person who's doing interiors right now. What you can do is you can say, sir, in my interiors, I am making, it's not just interior designing. I am calling it interior smarting. Okay, I'm going to bring in smart devices into your interior, so that everything is operated by intelligence, artificial intelligence. Everybody, you can talk to Alexa. I will set up Alexa on the wall. So within the wall, you can put it, Alexa, put it. That's a differentiating thing. Not many interior designers will do that. So Alexa wall, anything you talk to Alexa, Alexa will switch on the AC, switch on the fan, switch on the air conditioner, anything that you want, anything will happen. So interior, I will make it beautiful and also smart. So that is something that you can do. So keep thinking how to beat down competition. It's not an easy art, but if you keep working on it, you can slowly pick it up. I hope I have somehow answered this question. So yes, I'm not an expert in this.
Thank you, sir. One more question. So, sir, what about this feasibility analysis? Is this important for small concerns too?
Feasibility analysis is again, so product market fit is again a small part of this feasibility analysis that you have to do. So feasibility analysis, what you will do is you will check if you have enough money. You will assess the market is the right market, and then you will check if you have the money to do the project, and then project or the startup, and will the startup give customers வராங்க ஆனா யாரும் காசு கொடுக்க மாட்டாங்க, ஃப்ரீயா கொடுத்தா மட்டும் வாங்கிட்டு போறாங்கன்னா, that doesn't make, it's not a feasible product. Or you have to have this long term vision. இப்போ assume Amazon-ஓட Jeff Bezos இருக்காரு. So அவர் என்ன பண்றாருன்னா early when he started his company in the 1992 or 1993, he started his company. So at that time he was putting in money from himself. He was working for like 8-10 years before that. He put his own savings, 10 வருஷமா savings பண்ணது, அவங்க wife savings பண்ணது. So all this money he's putting into his company, and then what he does is go back to his parents. He's feeling that strong vision he has that this is going to be a success. I am selling books online, business I am selling books online. So I am feeling that this business is going to take off very well in the future. So what I will do is I will put my own money first, because I am convicted. I am convinced that this is the right product for me, and then I go ahead with getting money from all my friends and relatives. I ask my appa, dad, give me some money. I have to invest in my company. And I go to my mom, I ask for money. Okay, but again, people have to believe in you. People have to believe in your vision. Okay, and for that you have to do feasibility study. You have to look at how much money you have, how much money the business will make, and will that be enough for you to eat your food? Will you have enough money for taking care of your family? All that you will have to look at before going ahead with it. So yeah, that is that. And trust me, even Jeff Bezos took some time to build his capital. So he himself worked for some 10 years in certain companies to make money, and only that money he pumped into his Amazon company. So this was like when he was a young person, like somewhere around my age, around 30.
I think most of the questions were answered, sir. I think so, sir.
Thank you, sir, for politely answering all the questions with a lot of patience.
Thank
Here,
you, madam.
key takeaway message of today's webinar, just to highlight, I would like to give 2-3 lines of today's webinar. So, sir explained well about what is innovation from the first slide, and types under this innovation: incremental innovation, sustaining, disruptive, and radical innovations. And then he started explaining a problem we have to identify, and thus that problem going to lead for an idea, and idea which is going to give the solution. Then he explained about PMF looks like, how it is going to work out there, and importance of understanding the market by giving a lot of easy examples like Ola Cab and all, and lots of real potential customers, market pulls products out of the startup, and what is Lucy market and great market. And sir told about always remember startup game, that is a market always wins, because of lack in market it may go off, and only if you fit the current market you can go with that. And product market fit is not always a big bang event. That is very good, nice thing, sir. Solution to pull factors is to push the products, and a lot of easily understandable examples you have shared with us. Really all these examples will motivate our students to start up innovation with lot of innovation, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, madam. I'm just hoping to see a lot of innovative startups coming up from your IIC. So hopefully, so anything small is innovation. Anything very tiny is also innovation. So don't give up. Invest the time to learn, get your skills, and then with the skills, try to build your company. So without skills, don't try to venture. Try to make things yourself first, and then try to learn from people senior in your field, and then try to make your own companies. So also always do your feasibility studies, always try to get to product market fit. All the best to everyone.
Sure. Thank you, sir. Students, kindly fill the feedback link which is posted in chat box. And once again, over to Supraja. You can continue here.
Thank you, sir. I must say that this session is such an eye-opening moment for everybody listening. Thank you, sir. And thank you everyone for attending today's session on building an innovation and product fit for market. Now I would like to call Rashmi Devi to give the vote of thanks for this session.
Thank you, Supraja. Gratitude is the fairest blossom which springs from the soul. It's an honor to give the vote of thanks on behalf of IQAC and IIC Startup of Sri Kaneka Parameshwari Arts and Science College. First and foremost, I would like to thank the Almighty God who gave this opportunity and making this event a grand successful one. And I thank our resource person, Mr. Rajakumar, MBA graduate from IIM Bangalore, for this informative session on building an innovative product fit for market. Thank you so much, sir. I thank our management members for giving this opportunity to conduct this wonderful session. And also, I extend our thanks to our honorary correspondent, sir, Shri Gugilam Ramesh, sir, our dynamic principal, ma'am, Dr. T. Shri, ma'am, our vice principal, ma'am, Dr. P.V. Vanita, ma'am, and academic vice principal, ma'am, Dr. M.B. Napinai, ma'am, for their constant support and encouragement. I also thank our IIC team coordinators, as faculty members, and students and participants for making this event a grand successful one. Thank you all.
Thank you, Rashmi. I now request the participants to fill the feedback forms to receive their e-certificates.
And also I request all participants to switch on their videos so that we can have one snapshot here. Kindly switch on all the videos. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us. Soon I will send you a mail regarding this webinar link, and this session is going on in YouTube live stream. So that link also I will share with you, sir.
Okay, madam. Thank you, madam.
Thanks,
And
thanks a lot.
there is feedback on the session. I would like to see the feedback also, if possible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, madam. Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you,
sir.
everyone.
Yes.
Thank you and all the best. I will maybe someday see you all as big entrepreneurs in India. Thank you all. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
sir.
Girls, if you have filled up the feedback, you can leave the meeting. Meena ma'am, can you stop the recording?